Here we go. C4 time. Not dynamite or the plastic explosive. Well, aluminum explosive potentially, but we are going to tear into this. We got the torque converter out, flex plate out, 50 ounce. That should be right. Should be right. Got the weight and then the cutout. Pretty sure that's the 50 ouncer. Some kind of separator thingy. Bad torque converter. It looks like rust, but it's not. Just gook. There is a flake of something back there. What's that? No, just gook. Here's the plan. No business doing this. But I am going to drain it, clean it on the outside, and then Nolan will be back in town because he really wants to take this apart for some reason. And we'll take it apart. That's the plan. And hopefully put it back together. Because I have the kits. I have an A one of these, which ain't probably big enough. You want the C or the K or something F. Well, $20 A is better. So I am going to start draining that. See what comes out. Apparently it's low. Okay, we'll use that hopefully. Now we want to see what's in the hole, don't we? We want to see. Like silicone? What is that? Oh yeah, but it is silicone. From somebody used silicone on the pan gasket, I bet. Hopefully we don't do that. Just let's down the dipstick tube. Sure, this pan won't even budge. Must have ran out of gasket. See, silicone, it's fine. Stinks. That was old. They could probably take it all out. Alright, can we pry you off of there? Also gotta get this somewhat in a position to start raining here. I don't have a drain plug. Pan's still gonna be full. Some type of oily looking substance. I just want to see a sploosh. Can we sploosh? Let me get the ratchet, power ratchet, and then we'll just drop the whole thing. Then we'll see a sploosh. Oh, we got a sploosh. We got a sploosh. Simmer down. It's kind of brown. Looks like more like oil to me. Not much in it, unless it's internal in there, but not much. Environmentally conscious I am. See on X, aka Twitter, I think, or Reddit. Not TikTok. Stay off TikTok. It's owned by Evil Corp. Back in the old Popular Mechanics where they said how to get rid of oil. You just dig a hole, throw some rocks in it, and then pour your oil in it. It's, you know, maybe. It looks a little terrible in there. That is for sure. Looks like there's some sludges. It needs a gasket when you got a window caulk. I think only the caulk is holding. Oh, boy. Oofda. Looks like last night's gravy. Is that good? Boy. Oh boy. It's fine. Sure, it's fine. Sure. Oh yeah. It's perfect. It's just part of the shift kit up probably. Okay, we'll let that drain in that one. It's got proper English. Ooh. Ooh. How about activated the gag reflex? The gag reflex is tickling in the back of my throat. You shouldn't be doing that. Let's say it was just water, which makes sense because the going theory on this is that the coolant lines, transmission fluid cooling lines go into the radiator, and then the radiator failed and it mixed coolant with this. So that's why we're going to take it apart and get the gravy out. I am going to clean from here on. You don't really need to watch me clean. I'm going to scrape off silicone and gravy out of that. Hopefully get this aluminized where it looks nice. Put that back, and I don't know, you can't shake it or anything, can you? Gears? Still shifts. Doesn't look terrible in there. Let me get you off the stand and then we'll look up there and then I'll start cleaning. This guy's overheated. It's about to get hot around here once in a while. I up the frames per second on the camera to try to get a little better video. It gets hot really quick, especially when you leave it on. That's what it looks like underneath. See anything in there? At least there's a filter on it. That's it. I'm gonna clean this. See if that, holy moly, look at that. I don't think you should have to do that. Seems excessive. Alright, I'm gonna clean. We'll bring you back when it looks brand new on the outside. Shiny, 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 not blue. Our patient is on the operating table. It's much cleaner. So I haven't done anything. I put the pan back on because it was oozy, leaky. It's clean, ready for its operation. Am I ready for its? I don't know what's gonna happen here. This is the book we're using. We'll follow it step by step. It won't work. It will. It will. It will. I cleaned up the plate. I don't know what you call this. Block plate? I don't know. So it's manageable. I cleaned the bolts that came off of stuff. I don't know, the bell housing bolts, mount bolts. I don't remember what they were for. So I don't know. Cleaned them. Cleaned the dipstick tube. Pretty cool. You can see on there it says trans oil. This is one of our intermediate servos. It's an A. It's not an H or an R or a C, I know. This is $20. Did a little, clean the gasket on a little bit. But it should work. I think the new gaskets are in here. We'll look at those. Any seals anyway. But it's, I don't know. I was looking in the book. It seems like the difference is differentiating differences, whatever, the specs of the H and the C. I don't know. It seems to be the size of this, and this is pretty much the same size. So I don't know, maybe a 1/16 of an inch or something. It'll be fine. I think this is a new reverse servo thingy. It is, I think, newish. Pretty sure this was eBay. It's like the only cheap V8 I could find. Reverse one goes here and this one goes over here, which is a, I think it's a B, which is a 6-cylinder one, which probably is too small. New vacuum modulator, down cable. Well, we'll get into that someday. The kit. How do you open the kit? Be a minute before we're into this. We still gotta tear it down, jigs. Give me a hat. Look at that. Jigs. Not bad other than it's bright yellow. Stickers. Use those. September 2025. Okay, it's old. Recycle. New filter. Seems right from looking up under the other one. Got some new clutch bands. Another one. New gaskets and seals. And clutch plates. There's something else under there in there. I'm hoping that's the new gasket I need for the intermediate servo. New sealed. Hopefully them are good. Clutches. Looks like more clutches. Clutch plates. C4. That ought to cover it. There. What was this number? Overhaul kit. 70 to 81 Ford C4. That's us. Pretty sure that's a 74. The boys are supposed to be back in town this evening. Of course, I have baseball. I have baseball. Can't have a day without baseball. Will soon someday, though. Will soon. Probably. Take it in while you can. Take it in while you can. Okay, anyway. Put our new stickers. Put one here. Maybe one here. That'll look cool. But we're going to wait for the other boys to get all this start taken down step by step. So when the boys get here, we'll get started. Okay, quick update. Still haven't gotten this tore down. But I ordered a torque converter for this. It's really small compared to that one. So I went ahead and ordered a 50 ounce, 157 tooth flex plate also for it that matches. And bolts. So that's ordered. Then I got to thinking, well, why is this so big? Why is the torque converter so big? Got to looking in my book, the good old book. Hope I don't get busted for this, but that picture of a torque converter or a bell housing. That is a C5 bell housing. Big, too big. They say it won't even fit in the classics, but apparently this one did. And I was kind of wondering why, I can't really see it, but there's some wrinklage here on this firewall. I think somebody pounded that thing in there. So, more money. I eBayed a 65 bell housing for this. Just keep pouring more money into it, don't even know if it works. So I got a new, off eBay, a 65 C4 bell housing, V8, and a spacer, a C4 supposedly, because I'm not confident that this spacer's right. Based off this part number somewhere, it's probably a 78, and that could be an AOD, I don't know, but I doubt it's right. This is a C5 bell housing. You can tell by the way it looks, and it's big. So I cleaned it for nothing. So the way it goes, I'm thinking you could have made this work with the right torque converter, or even, but I'm just not sure of the depth, the different torque converter than that monstrosity. So we're not doing that. I'm sure that's going to throw off the tail shaft for some reason, or the drive shaft. But we'll see. Going away. Staying. Guts going away. Manual would have been a lot easier.
Came through flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me, rocking boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff, ain't something like a movie. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Artist out the ranch, I just told you that I'm bout it. I might take offense if you tell me that you doubt it. That's just what it is, yeah, I'm known to make it rowdy. Then I'm for the fit, and I drive a wide body. Who you know, but like this, nobody. Can't go slow, I gotta hit that body. I'm the top, but the top, I can't never take a break. Yeah, I'm hot, and you not, that's why all my records bang. Oh, it's been a long, hard road, gotta go home. Yeah. Oh, and I know you love the way that I'm gon' keep going. Yeah. Came through flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me, rocking boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff, ain't something like a movie. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, why they mad at a man like me? I went too crazy. Better take that knee and kiss my ring, cause I be royalty. Everywhere I go, my scene, and they be hating. That's such a lame thing, yeah, y'all be lame team. I could never ever go outside like that. Yeah, my people got my back, and I know that that's a fact. So I won't worry about a thing, I'm gonna keep on burning track. Do you get what I mean? I got faith in my dream. Oh, it's been a long, hard road, gotta go home. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, and I know you love the way that I'm gon' keep going. Yeah, 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 can't do flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff link, something like a movie. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping.
Aftermath. The patient is halfway dead or alive, whatever way you want to look at it. There's our pump. There's our something. They call that sun gear. Tail shaft parts, all very dirty. So we stopped and got this apart just to make sure it was somewhat okay inside of it, because that's important. But this was the worst thing. It's where this clutch band wraps around. It kind of sat on there for decades. I think it's gonna clean fine. Like right there's the worst. But it was all the way out to there and I cleaned it, so it's not great, but it'll work. It's only a little rough. It'll wear into the bands. We're gonna proceed, but that's what I'm just gonna update you. I'm gonna stop the tear down kind of right here for now. Clean this and try to organize this up. Get this all clean, lubed, re-lubed. Just crap everywhere on stuff. Get the bolts all cleaned. Tail shaft clean now. The bell housing, new bell housing, and spacer plate's supposed to be here next week. So we can't do much without that anyway. But we can get the whole transmission working. So I'm going to get this crud off. I think it'll be better than it was as a V6 hybrid C5 C4. It's just going to be a V8 C4, hopefully in the end. Quick update, you've seen the before picture there, but I'm going to put this back together because there's a check ball there, check ball there, check ball there. I got the gasket figured out from the old one. The new one is like half as thin, so that's great. This will be fine, but I'm going to put this back together. It's much cleaner. Hopefully it works. Doubt it. But I don't want to lose the check valve. And then there's this little guy. Some kind of drain back for the converter. Don't lose that. That's what the book says. Flip to not lose these two check valves. This is the way it goes. Based off the old gasket. Time to flip it again like that. Together. I'm gonna screw it together. Update. Took it back apart. I had two things in and thought we were good, and I just happened to look. I noticed the spring on this thing was broke. The multiple pieces. So I took it back apart. It's held in place by a pin that's driven through there. I don't know what that does, but it does something. The other spring for that little plug too was that drain back plug is broke. Also, but I found this in my stash of junk. No idea if it's the right tension, about the right size. So I think I'm gonna cut it, stick it in there, and maybe it'll do things. Oh boy. That cut shot me right in the eye. I even seen a spark. Did you guys see that spark? Now we'll do surgery. Jam you back in there. You in there. Seems to springage about the same. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. And we'll use this one for the drain back plug because it's broke too. But let's get this in here first. I do have the check ball out of there. The rubber, and I thought it was metal. Wonder why I couldn't get a magnet, but I think it's plastic or rubber. Bounces on the magnetic bowl. So that pushes that down in there. It's got some tension on her now. That holds it in. Looks better. Probably way too much tension, and whatever that does, importantly, we'll never do it again. installed. This is the gear shifter. I think it connects into here. I think the kick down lever kicks that. I don't know what that one does. Oh, here's the other thing goes, ouch. The other one goes in here. This little guy goes in there. And then this spring was in here, but it's broke too. So maybe the other guy's cousin will fit for it. It's about that long. Might work. That's what we're doing. Oh boy, it's back together. Check valves are in place. Can we live with that? We'll just have to go with it and see. I'm not sure what this one does. Getting the gear shifter, I think this guy does. Kick down. I don't know. Reverse maybe? Maybe it won't have reverse. I don't know. Okay, we got it back together. And that one's the new spring. I ended up using that little drain back valve. I ended up just putting a section of the bad broken off piece and then the original. I figure it's fine. She is pretty much finished other than a little seepage of gook, but you know, it's fine. We're getting close to continuing on, but I need to get this tail shaft cleaned because here's what we're fighting. See that? That's all over and everything. Whatever that is. Clean it out, get that seal out of there, and then we'll move on. But that's just a good example of everything that's in there. Oh boy, what a mess. We're to the point of starting to almost put stuff together. We got everything clean it almost. Bolts. No idea if this is gonna work with the spring in there, but whatever. We got cleanage, badness kind of on this guy. This is like the worst spot. Spot right there. Don't know what that is. Why it's rusty there. What's set on it. What that's set in. I don't know. It was in the transmission because this sticks out the rear to the tail. It's definitely in the transmission. But we have cleaned. We have sanded. We have blown. Went through like 4 bottles of this in the cleaner over there on the floor. 4 or 5. It's all in there. Bad stuff. So we're gonna get these clutch plates out. Another set somewhere. We're gonna get the new ones soaking. These the same size? I don't know. We're gonna soak these up. I don't even know what these are for. And these are for the clutch plates. These kind of bearings or something. I don't know. We're gonna use the book. Start putting this together. Basically the whole system looks like this pan. I give this about a 14% chance of working. That's it. I don't even know. This ain't even Legos, boy. I mean, it's definitely doable. It's not easy. Look at all that stuff. It's never gonna work. Not for me, anyway. We're gonna put it back together and we're gonna drop it in drive or reverse. Reverse probably first. Nah, we'll probably put it on stands first. Jacks. See what goes flying out of here. So stupid they're doing it as one piece. It's not doing it. Can you not do it as bolted? No, you can do all them clutches probably. Like, why didn't it lock together? It's so heavy.
Turn it and it locks. Doesn't it turn and it lock?
It's more of that end that needs it. I got this. It's just I can't get it past here. Is it on the shaft? Try to get it. Tilt that again for you. It's gonna drop down onto that barrel. I think this has got to spin somehow. Can you spin the shaft? No. No? Just have it. It's on there. Huh? It's on the other. It's hitting. Oh, I see. That's the transmission right there. It wants to fall apart. And I gotta get this band in there somehow. Good. So, can we stand it now? Maybe gravity will hold it. Get you. Alright, gravity, my friend. Now we gotta get this in there. Is that even possible? So close.
Try to get these parts over here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a notch in there. Look at there. Looky there. Then will it spin? There's a notch in the keys. So I gotta add these. Hope I'm covered in oil.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
happened.
Did it?
All the way around?
Almost. Push it up, yeah.
Oh yeah. We're cooking now. How does it? Oh god damn it. Well, how'd you get back over
Yeah,
there?
push it up.
Oh, the backside's falling.
Yeah.
We might be alright. No, I don't wanna. Okay, that's it right there. So it will go.
Should we
Put
lay
the
it
pump
down?
on. No, I think we ought to get the pump on. That will hold this front. There's probably gaskets and stuff. It's never ending. It's doing it. If I hold it.
You want me to hold it?
No, I think it'll go now. If it's, I'm pretty sure there's a gasket. Boy, you can't stop on this.
Hmm?
You can't stop. You gotta get it done. You can't. There's no
I
pause.
told you, it just says install.
There's
install.
no pausing. I'm just looking to make sure all the passages are open. So this one goes on. Yeah. What are we going into? Just leave our shaft. What's that sit on? There's something down in there that's like a.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like should be something that it rubs on.
Well, this
So
part
these-
goes right here.
These two here.
Yeah.
Is that what you're seeing?
Two rectangles.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
We got those. I put new piston rings on our new rings.
Should I turn it a little counterclockwise? Yeah.
Got new ring beds. Here's where we're at with this C4 transmission refresh. It's not really a rebuild. Still gotta put the seal in the tail shaft. We'll do that. Gotta put the governor on this thing. And there. And then what? Oh, the tail shaft and the gasket go over all that. Okay. Talk about this lattice work of nylon pry bars and lawn chair foot holding the Russian dolls together. All this stuff's ready to go back throttle body, which won't work. A few other things. So I think the last little video clip you've seen us fighting all this back together. We got it together. Figured out the bolts are too long because we don't have the bell housing, which I still don't have the bell housing. Put the bell housing, bolt it all together. We might be able to do the tail end first. I don't know. I have to look at the book. See if we can put all this together maybe. But I don't have the bell housing. That's what I'm saying. And I don't want to disturb this lattice work because, like I say, you know those little Russian dolls where they just keep popping out? Yeah, that's that, and that. And we don't want to fight that. We don't want to fight it. I didn't record, I think, hardly any of that going back together because it just kind of went back together. It wasn't that hard. The book helped, you know. Once you've taken it apart and figured out that this is impossible and then got over that, then this stuff just kind of goes back together, especially when it's cleaned out and somewhat nice. You know, new clutches and stuff. But that's all put back together. That's the internal works of the C4. One thing I did forget was the seal on the shaft there for the shift lever, but we'll deal with that if it's a problem later. I mean, all this is probably gonna have to come back apart anyway, because I'm hoping the throttle body's not an issue, but if it is, then we got to replace it and then at least drop this bottom half. And if that's an issue or it's just pouring out fluid, then we can deal with that then. I don't feel like dealing with it now. Not with the exploding possibilities of that without that in there. With that in there, it stays. Without it, it wants to go boing. We're not doing that. So that's just a little update. Waiting on the bell housing mainly. Hopefully it's here this week. Hopefully this stuff stays here. If not, then I'll show you putting it together. But it was quite if you don't know what you're doing, you need a couple more hands holding stuff together while you're slipping this in. I put new rings on this, and of course one had popped out and was not wanting to go in all the way, so make sure those are clipped together. There's little ends that interconnect with each other that kind of hold it, but I was trying to do that and hold all that together, and it all just went boing. So then I brought Nolan out in that last clip, and my wife videotaped. So I was covered in being covered in transmission fluid. Everything is slick. Put the seal in that, button her up. I just don't want to be banging because these got some movements to them laterally. And we're just gonna keep it till we can get that bell housing on, or at least that in there. Hopefully that works, because this is like important to shift. I mean, it moves. This one moves. Verified. I cleaned it all out. Sure, it goes on there. All right, been out of town, back, getting ready to tackle this. We got our new C4 bell housing in. That does look like the correct one from the book. It is shallower. We'll take a look. Got our new spacer in. This spacer wouldn't have worked with the other bell housing. This one's definitely for this. It's a C5 spacer, C5 bell housing, C4 bell housing. There is a flex plate, smaller flex plate, and a smaller torque converter in there for that guy, because it is a little smaller. It's dirty, but it does look like good. It looks good. There is a significant height change in these. The C5 is much deeper. Yeah, what do you think, Inspector? Come out here. Come here and take a look. What do you think? Yeah, which one's the good one? Can you tell? No, just gonna bump me. Smaller C4. I measured across, and this was in the beast. The transmission mount was not connected. It was just weirdly sitting there, if I remember right. It definitely wasn't bolted in, which I'm betting because this was too far back. I'm hoping, we can always hope, that by bringing this in closer, it'll shift the transmission up closer. That transmission mount will hit, and hopefully our drive shaft will still connect. the flex plate differences. So I think this will show the difference in the bell housings also. The bolt holes all match, of course, for the C5, because it is basically the same transmission, just wider for some reason. This hole looks sketchy. I guess it's fine. These line up perfect. Perfect for the flex plate. But there you can see the difference. How much wider the C5 bell housing is. We're probably gonna be hitting headers anyway. So we saved 3/4 of an inch to an inch. It's been about a week. The pixie sticks are still holding the guts in. Fine, it's cool. And I think we have everything for this brand new, remanufactured, rebuilt, no, same junk, just cleaned. Some new clutches and bands and stuff. But I think we got everything now. We can finish this. Clean. Well, cleaner. It is the right one. However, I found a hairline crack in our supposedly perfect eBay C4 bell housing, which is, where is it? Right here. There's a crack. Crack. It's not a through, it only goes to like right about there, so I think we're fine. I don't even know what goes in there. I think maybe that would be, think about me being a transmission. I think that'd be the inspection plate bolt. I think that's probably the best place for a hairline crack if you're gonna have a hairline crack. We're gonna find out because we're gonna run it. Okay, are you going to go in there? I think that's where you go. Okay, we're gonna say that's okay. There's a little bit of orange there, so I don't know if it shaved some of the other seal off. Oh, I think it's going. Boom. Fits. We've professionally installed our seals. It's a bad idea to do this by yourself. There's gotta be a better way. I don't know the other way. Using our, what are they, quick jack blocks? Oh boy, see the bad ideas. Boy. Stop falling that way for a second. Let me get some safety blocks. Don't you fall off. Sorry. Just get our super pump out of the way, because it's like always constantly in our way. Get you down here. I'll put safety block. Safety block. Okay. Need to go up. It only weighs 50 pounds. Feels terrible. Safety block. Let's hit in the other safety block. That's not good. High enough? It goes this way. I think we have clearance, which is good. Can we get the pump in? Be positive. Our thrust washer, our witness marks are where they were, and I think these two cavities match with these two cavities, and then these two match with these two, and this one matches with that one, and that's the way I think it goes. Can we get you in there? Let's do one more thingy here. So now this volt hole goes to that volt hole. Okay, here we go. Please go in. Please go in nicely. Please go in nicely. Please go, just go in. Oh, I think we went in. Pump is in. The bell housing's on. Our stack of rubber blocks worked. So that's good. I'm pretty sure it's the right direction. Probably not. Pretty stable right now for some reason. I did a little work in here because I thought I screwed up. I didn't have this in there, so I had to look in the book. You got to take this nut off, pull out the shaft over here, and then that allows you to get it enough room into there. Put a new seal in there that I had missed. feels good. I put the, I forget, they call these struts. Got those in and tightened. Tighten that, this one to 10 pounds. 10 pounds on that. Then you back off 1.5 and tighten it down. I just sit on the stunks. Got this one's in too. This one you tighten down to 10 pounds again and you back off 3 turns. That's what the book says. So let's say our work. I think that's what it does. Then when you like shift, these bands tighten down and do the clutches do things, and then it does things, and who knows what it does. I don't know, but this is how it was acting before I took it apart. I think the one-way clutch is working. I think things are working, is what I'm saying. As good as it's gonna get. So I think all we got to do is put this little filter in. Yeah, there's a little filter there. It goes right there. We can do that now. I'm not ashamed to show that on camera. Well, probably am. Installed, but that little filter's got to be installed. Something to filter something. I think these are tightened down. We might check those. But then we got to put this guy on. Installed. Tighten him down with those. What's the other side look like? Yeah, I'd say that's how it goes based on the witness marks I'm looking at there. Yeah, we're up to this thingy. Governor, I guess is what that's called. Valve control. Got to put that in. Vacuum control. That's where it goes. Got a new one of those. Yeah, we just did the servo bands. I already did that. I jumped ahead, I guess. Like that. And then just the throttle body. Who knows if that's gonna work? It's over there. Throttle body disc. I don't remember what those are for. They're the pan and gasket. Torque converter. To spin the beast. Next morning, got the valve body in by just 2 bolts. So I had to get this lined up. I think everything is here, except the tail shaft is the only thing left. So this little guy is the kick down lever. This is the manual selector. Just ran by this. So I had to. There's just no way to show anything. I just went with it. Light mode change, brighter mode change. No, still can't see nothing. You have to make sure this little roller is on that little pin, and that moves the manual shift shaft. And the kick down is, there's another shaft behind it that the manual or the kick down lever operates. So when you floor it, it'll kick her down a gear, I guess, somehow automatically. I think we have everything, believe it or not, that I know of. I did not lose a piece or have an extra piece. I don't know why. I'm up to a 23% chance that this works. Some of it's been replaced, all of it's been cleaned. Is it doable? Yep. You gotta be patient. Gotta be patient for this one. There's 100 parts, but she still spins. Anybody have any tips how to get this under the car and onto the motor? Okay, I think everything internally is internaled. Gasket looks correct, but this looks terrible. So I think I'm gonna shoot some rust reformer on this real quick, so it looks nice and not brown. Transmission pan is drying, so we can get this governor thingy on. I think I'm going by these witness marks on this. If you know what you're doing with one of these, you can do it in a weekend, definitely. Like, if I could remember what I did, I think I could pull this apart and put it back together in a day. Is any of this going to work? Because I didn't replace hardly anything. Other than the clutches, the bands, a few rings, some seals. I don't know. Oh, I did replace the servos though. So that's good. So I've replaced quite a bit actually. Good, I just followed the book. I'll show the book. I guess it's fine to show the cover of the book. Or I don't know what's fine and what's not fine to show. It's not the disassembly, assembly. Those are my tabs. That's the book. Do that. It gives you enough guidance to do it. It definitely does that. And I have no idea what this thing does. They call it the governor. It governs things. Of course, it's over here now. We have to do the vacuum thingy bobber. I don't know if we should lube that or we're gonna lube it though. Lube its hole. We do that thing. I do that. Ziploc bag. Shouldn't have a bracket for this. Where's that at? So this has a little shifter rod. Another little rod. I think it goes in there. Yep. It's got another smaller rod, push rod. Goes in there. Guessing that's how it works. Because that rod goes in there. No spring for that. Guess that's it. Installed. Alright, that's it. Calling that good. I over tightened it. See a little bulge in there, but we don't want to bulge her too much. That's it. We got us a C4. Where are we gonna go from here? I don't know. Gets all together. Shifts. Needs fluid. Needs flipped over. Maybe we'll flip it. And get the. I did paint the dipstick tube. Maybe I'll just leave it out. I don't know. Red. We have our flex plate, our torque converter. I'm gonna test fit it. I did attach this thing. I don't know what that is or whether it's what it's for. I think it's a reverse sensing safety switch thing. I don't know. I don't know how it. Oh yeah, it does move. It does do things. Okay, does that. That's the manual shift. This is a kick down, which I think I got it in the right position. I don't think it was in the right position. To me, it would go over here, not interfere with that, and then you floor it and it goes boom, and downshifts it. I think that's how it goes. Then the cable comes in somehow and hooks on here to the gas pedal. Boom, boom. Okay. Don't know about that. That's looking better. So let's see what's in here. Let's trial fit this stuff. Stickers. Finally gave me some stickers. This is a Summit Flex Plate Chrome Moly Ford 302 50-ounce external balance. Instructions. Okay, keep those handy. I'll never see them. SFI spec. Okay. Engine side So it goes in there like that. It does fit. Definitely needed the smaller bell housing, so that looks good. What's in here? Final quality assurance inspection. Why is it cut? Bunch of stuff inspected. Instructions. There we go, someday. Oh, it is a little bitty booger. It is little, tiny compared to the other one. Look at that, it's still heavy. Still heavy. That should fit in there better than the Gigantor. Again, this is, I think, I hope the shafts fit. That looks right. That should fit on this side. Yep, that lines up. And that goes whoop into there. So that's right. Flex plate. Can we put this on here safely and test it? I think you could. I would think you could. I thought I had a giant paintbrush somewhere. Where'd it go? Just want to put some goo down there. Oh, there should be like multiple clunks, because the clunks are, I think this flat spot is one clunk. It's got to get into the pump, the transmission pump. I've seen that. Then this clunk, and then that clunk, I think, are the clunks. Let's see if she fits. Please fit. I'm not hearing any clunks. I think we should hear clunks. Well, there's one. There's one. Three. So I think it works. And our flywheel, or not flywheel, flex plate, whatever they call it, a flex plate, nobody knows. Fit in there. That looks pretty good. And our spacer, more cooking. So we're gonna say test fit works. I don't want to rotate that pump too much without. There is a bunch of this in the pump. I don't want to spin her too much. But I think we're there. Again, I think it's a 2400 stall. That's what ATK wanted for the engine. I guess it didn't tell you on the box. That's what it is. I don't know. It was inspected by Fender this year. It's got to be right. Fender's inspecting it. Let's see if it comes off. Yeah, looks like it went in. Everywhere it fits. Put you back. Okay, so that leaves us with what the heck do we do now? I think everything is here. Everything fits. We just need to bolt it to the engine somehow, which means we gotta spin it over, get it off of here, get it onto my homemade transmission jack, which is lurking behind me. Which, again, it's another baseball tee part. I heated up this a long time ago. I heated up this nut thing that holds the plate of the jack. I melted it into that plate. I use it to lift the motorcycles. Put it right under the skid plate and they balance right on it. Seems to work. Now, can it be used for a transmission jack? I think so. Might put a pad on it or two. I guess the pan can support the transmission. I don't know. Anyway, it's upside down, so it's got to spin, lift, And I'm the only one here as usual. What ended under here. Just got the inspection plate and starter and she's all buttoned up. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll be back under here though when we try to figure out the linkage and stuff. That's a wrap. We got us a C4. Rebuilt, well, refurbished. Gotta get the drive shaft in. Stuff over here put up and hooked up. She's in. She is in. I am glad this is done. We gotta get some more bolts, inspection plates, and we're out of here. Okay? That's it. Thanks for watching. That's how you do a C4. It's not easy, but you can do it. You can do it with your basic tools in your hand, your basic hand tools in your garage. Whether it works or not, I don't know. I hope you'd have to know what you're doing. But all right, thanks for watching. I am out of here.